So this is an email that I received from a well-known, community activist. He's done a lot of things for communities in America. He really pushes for people to learn a lot about situational awareness. He gets it. He understands that the key to staying safe anywhere, not just in America, but anywhere you walk on this planet, is your ability to pay attention to what's going on around you. His name is Yousef Badou, right? And his company is Emergence. So I'm gonna make sure that I put his information somewhere by this video so you guys can check him out. He's on a righteous page. So he sent me this email the other day, and this is the thing that got me going for this video. This motivated me to do this video and to speak on things, and hopefully not only you guys benefit from it, but he may post this video in other places. So he says, Dion, so I just moved into a new house and I'm setting up some early warning systems for my neighborhood, and thought to myself, wow, people probably don't take it to my level when setting up safety nets. So I'll ask you, how do you choose to protect your community? So to answer that question, I've done videos about self-awareness. I've done videos about, staying safe, making righteous decisions. I do this stuff all the time. I do it in different ways. It's just here lately, I decided to go public and share my views and opinions with strangers, with people I don't know. But for years, my modus operandi, my method of operating, has been to share these things with my family and close friends, or if I'm in a situation where I run into someone and, I can lend that hand, I would do it. So how do I choose to protect? How do you choose to protect your community? So okay, what's up, guys? It's me coming at you again, about the same thing. When it comes to security, putting security on your surroundings, the first thing that you have to understand is that you are in an authority situation. Okay? You are living in police state America. There's rules for everything. So before you decide to put together some intricate defense or security plan for your property, for your home, know the legal ramifications. Okay? For the most part, the law doesn't give us the right to play offense. I feel like that's a problem. Okay? Because a street fight is defensive and offensive. Okay? You can't do a street fight if you're all offense, and you can't do a street fight if you're all defense. You got to be able to protect yourself and at the same time be effective in your attack. That's in anything, whether it's a street fight, UFC, whatever your thing is, right? Okay, home defense is the same thing. These are all different elements of war. War has different faces. Home defense is a face. It's a face of war. It's one of the faces that war has, right? So, do you know the legal ramifications? Do you know how far you can take things? Do you know the lines that's drawn? Okay, key note, take in mind, the law does not give us the right to play offense. The law gives us the right to play defense, though, right? That's a problem. Because in order to win, you have to be willing to get on the offense. Offense is what wins games. Defense saves games, but offense wins games. Okay? You have to bring it to your opponent, and you have to be decisive and aggressive. That's what being offensive is. Okay? But when you're playing only defense, or when you can only play defense, that's a problem. All right? So first, know the legal ramifications. Yeah, so this is the inner circle and the outer circle when it comes to situational awareness. From my perspective, from the way I see it, right? I'm not saying I see it the right way, I'm not saying that the way I see it is perfect. What I am saying is that the way I see it does make sense, not just to me, but to a lot of people who can really relate to the whole idea of what situational awareness is. So take heed, especially if you are a beginner. So there's two circles, the inner circle and the outer circle. I'm going to speak on the inner circle. A lot of times people don't give enough attention to the inner circle. Situational awareness is not just an outward thing. Situational awareness is an inward thing, okay? So the inner circle consists of lifestyle, like the lifestyle that you live can put you at risk. The decisions that you make can put you at risk. Family that you associate with can put you at risk. Okay, this is your inner circle. Your inner circle can drastically jeopardize your security. Your inner circle can turn a safe situation into a dangerous situation. You got to be careful about the people that you associate with. Guilty by association does exist, okay? When you're in situations, making the wrong decision can be the difference between being safe and in danger. It can be the difference between living and dying. So, being able to make those correct decisions, that's really, really inward. That's the inner circle of the inner circle, right? Then you have lifestyles. Lifestyle, if you're living a high risk lifestyle, not only did you put yourself at risk, but you put the people around you at risk, because of the lifestyle that you live. If you thugging it, if you getting your gangster on, right? If you on these streets real tough, your lifestyle puts you at high risk. And not only you, but it puts the people around you. So outside of this inner circle is the location. Now, location is a determining factor when it comes to your surroundings. How safe are your surroundings? If you're in a good neighborhood or a good community, that doesn't mean that you're safe. Okay? It just means that there's a false notion of safety, right? That you could easily just fall asleep and forget that humans are humans and that people have a tendency to come unglued and do things that they've never done, right? So, but, there are locations that are high risk and there are locations that are low risk. So, when you're putting up your gadgets, your cameras, your motion detectors, right? Your sound traps, whatever it is that you're setting up, dogs in the backyard, dogs in the front yard, things to let you know that something's on the way, something's going on. When you set these things up, the location you're in is going to play a part in to what degree are you going to play on, right? Some places, you just don't want a dog in your backyard. You want a vicious attack dog because you're in one of those places, right? You don't want just something that's just going to bark and let you know that someone's there. You want something that's going to take action and, if possible, eliminate the threat. And willingness to put themselves in harm's way and sacrifice themselves to eliminate the threat. That is the attack dog, right? So, inner circle, outer circle. So, what you see in front of you, this is not a floor plan, right? I prefer a floor plan that not only covers, your home or your apartment, but also covers the immediate outer surroundings of your home. Because the plan just doesn't consist on what's going on inside of your home. It also should consist of what's going on outside of your home. So you just want to have everything covered, right? But what I have right here is a way for you to get mentally into the game. We're talking about the outer circle. So what I want you to do is take your camera, and instead of chatting, onlining, all this other stuff that we do online, I want you to put that on pause just for a minute. And I want you to turn on your camera. I want you to walk to the back and take a real good picture of the back. You might have to get in a high position. Okay, that's the B. Then I want you to go to the front, put yourself in a high position where you can cover everything, and I want you to take a picture of the front. Then I want you to take a picture of the sides, right? If you have a drone, helicopter, an airplane, that you can control with remote control, then you can take an aerial view. And from an aerial view, you can see all the sides. And you can actually write it down, take this picture out, and you can make plans with it, right? But what I want you to do is just take these 3 pictures or 4 pictures, put it in a slideshow, lay these pictures out, and examine each picture. Look at the details. What do you see? Right? What do you see? Because this is what you're going to see if you're ever encountered from any one of these positions. Right? What do you have to defend yourself with? What do you have to protect yourself with? What do you have to go on the offensive? Okay? And it's all based on what you see. So this is picture recognition. This is a part of situational awareness, your ability to pay attention to the details around you. But what I've done is I'm putting you in the driver's seat, and you're taking these pictures, you're analyzing them, and you're figuring out from each position, you're coming up with a plan. Okay? What's the best way to protect my front? What's the best way to protect my back? What's the best way to protect my side? Okay? I couldn't tell you. Because when it comes to these things, I mean, it's limitless on what you can do. There are common things, right? But for the most part, a lot of this is location. It depends on where you're located at, And you have to be comfortable with what you're doing. How far are you in on what you're doing? Some people are more dedicated than others when it comes to things like this. Some people got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, I don't know where you're at. But I know that if you try this exercise, this will help you get a real good idea of what situational awareness is. Your whole thing's to cover 360. It's a 360 thing, and that's what you're trying to do.